children, hope you're keeping fine. Welcome to the grade 11 English class. Today we are going to learn a grammar lesson. I know you don't like grammar, but if you learn it well, it is very easy. So let's start. Now let's look at these pictures. Here, mother asked Lalit, "Why are you crying?" So what did Lalit say? Lalit said, "I'm sick." This is how we write it. Lalit said, "I'm sick." Now let's see how Vikum reported this to Pathu. Lalit said that he was sick. Here's another example. There's a teacher and two boys. The teacher asked, "Who play cricket with friends?" The boys said, "We play cricket with friends." This is how we write it. The boys said, "We play cricket with friends." Let's see how Vikum reported it to Pathu. The boys said they played cricket with friends. Here's Maliti and Shani. Maliti asked, "What are you doing?" So Shani said, "I'm skipping." This is how we write it. Shani said, "I'm skipping." Now how did Vikum say this to Pathu? Shani said she was skipping. Now children, look at this sentence. Lalit said, "I'm sick." Lalit කිව්වා මට සනීප නැහැ කියලා. In this sentence, you can see inverted commas. මේ වාක්‍යයේ ඔයගලන්ට උඩු කොමා දකින්න පුළුවන්. Inverted commas. A capital letter, capital ලකුරක්, a comma, කමාවක්, and a reporting verb. වාර්තා කිරීමේ ක්‍රියාපදයක්, said. Now, let's go to the other sentences. The boys said, "We play cricket with friends." Can you see, children, the comma before the inverted commas and the capital letters? Shani said, comma. Now there's an inverted comma starting with a capital letter. I am skipping. You can close the inverted commas and there's a full stop. Now we call these sentences direct speech. අපි මේ වගේ වාක්‍යවලට direct speech කියලා කියනවා. Now let's see what Vikum said to Pathu. Lalit said that he was sick. Now in this sentence, can you see the word that? It is after the reporting verb, said. And there's the pronoun he and the verb was. Lalit said that he was sick. The boys said that they played cricket with friends. Here also you can see the word that, the pronoun they, and the verb played, cricket with friends. Shani said she was skipping. Shani said there's no word that, but there's a pronoun and the verb was skipping. Now that is optional. That කියන වචනේ ඔයගලන්ට පාවිච්චි කරන්නත් පුළුවන්, නොකර ඉන්නත් පුළුවන්. You may use it or you may not. Here children, you can see there are no inverted commas or a comma or capital letters. But you must start the sentences with a capital letter and end with a full stop. We call these sentences indirect speech. අපි මේ වගේ වාක්‍යවලට indirect speech කියලා කියනවා. Another name for indirect speech is a reported speech. They are the same. Indirect speech වලට අපි reported speech කියලාත් කියනවා. There are several changes you must keep in your mind when turning direct speech into the reported speech. Now, as you can see, the inverted commas are removed. අපි උඩු කොමා ඉවත් කරන්න ඕන. The clause begins with that, and that is not a must. මං කිව්වා වගේ that කියන වචනේ පාවිච්චි කරනවා. ඒක නොකර ඉන්නත් පුළුවන්. Tense is changed. කාලය වෙනස් කරන්න. Pronoun is changed. What are pronouns? I, he, we, she, they. You can change them accordingly. Phrases of time is changed. කාලය සම්බන්ධ පද වෙනස් කරන්න පුළුවන්. Now there are several rules you have to keep in your mind. This is the rule number 1. You must turn the present tense into the past tense when changing the direct speech into the reported speech. Now in this lesson, we concentrate on the simple present and the present continuous tense. What is the present continuous tense? The ing form. Then ඔබ වර්තමාන කාලයේ වාක්‍යයක් indirect speech වලට හරවනකොට past tense වලට හරවන්න මතක තියාගන්න. Now this is how the verb change. Am in the direct speech becomes was in the indirect speech. Is becomes was. Are becomes were. Is reading becomes was reading. Are drinking becomes were drinking. Let's see some examples. Sahan said, I'm happy. It is in the direct speech. Shall we turn this into the reported speech? Sahan said that he was happy. Am is in the present tense and it becomes was in the reported speech. The girl said, we are clever. Shall we change? The girl said that they were clever. Now are becomes were. He said, my father is driving. How can we change this? He said that his father was driving. My becomes his and is driving becomes was driving. Next, you can see the pronouns. You must change the pronouns accordingly. I in the direct speech becomes he or she in the reported speech. We becomes they. You becomes he, she or they. My becomes his or her. Our becomes their. Your becomes his, her or their. Me in the direct speech becomes his, him or her. Us becomes them. You becomes him, her or them. Mine becomes his or hers. Ours becomes theirs. Yours becomes his, hers or theirs. Let's go to an example. Sahan said, I am happy. It is in the direct speech. Can you see the inverted commas and the capital letter? Now let's change. Sahan said that he was happy. Can you see? The pronoun I becomes he. Why? Sahan is a boy. Sahan පිරිමි ළමයෙක් නිසා මම කියන එක ඔහු කියලා වෙනස් වෙන්න ඕනේ. Next. The girl said, we are clever. Shall we change? The girl said that they were clever. We becomes they. Next. He said, my father is driving. He said that his father was driving. My becomes his because he is a boy. He පිරිමි ළමයෙක් නිසා මගේ තාත්තා ඔහුගේ තාත්තා ලෙස වෙනස් වෙන්න ඕන. Now you can see the changes in the adverbs of time and place. කාලය සහ ස්ථානය සම්බන්ධ වචන වෙනස් විය යුතුයි. Now in the direct speech becomes then. Today becomes that day. Tonight becomes that night. Tomorrow becomes the next day. Here becomes there. This becomes that. These becomes those. Shall we look at an example? Raj said, my mother is coming now. Shall we change it? Raj said that his mother was coming then. Now becomes then. We are going to school today by car, she said. Now you must start with she said. She said that they were going to school that day by car. Today becomes that day. My brother likes this cake, Yasiru said. Now start with Yasiru. Yasiru said that her brother liked that cake. This becomes that. Okay, children. Now let's revise what we've learned so far. We learned the difference between direct speech and the reported speech. We learned the following changes when turning into the reported speech. Now remove the inverted commas, and capital letters. I hope you can remember. Change the tense. If it is present tense, turn that into the past tense. Change the pronouns accordingly. Next, change the adverbs of time and place. Use the word that. It is optional. You may use it or you may not. I hope you understood the lesson. Before I wind up, there's a thought for you. Every moment is a fresh beginning. See you soon. Take care.